Alright, I got a little bit of a tuber today for you guys, and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinions. As of right now, I'm learning the set, and I would tell you guys not to stress out too much when you're learning the set. Just play everything. Like right now, if you guys want to climb, all you have to do is play Syndra reroll every single game, and I don't want to do that. I want to at least have fun and learn the set and what the units do. And I've been having a lot of fun with Blaster's Varus, but the comp is so bad you just always lose. So there's that. But I've got a little special of a game for you guys today. I took the Prismatic reroll augment because right now we're in a reroll meta. It's reroll Syndra, it's reroll Kassadin, it's reroll Shapeshifters, it's reroll Vanguard with Syndra. So it's just a lot of that right now. And I think spatulas and verticals are really strong as something else to think about. Like Frost, if you hit 9 Frost, is pretty much a guaranteed top 2 every single game. Because it's uncontested, you're going to hit the Olaf 2 every single time. And at this point, you guys can see, I'm kind of leading into playing the Nyla, because I got 2 Nylas. I was like, thinking to myself, maybe I do like a warrior comp. But she's booty. You don't want to play her. And I start realizing I'm getting some Kassadins over here. And as you can see, Kassadin more like Castle Win. I mean, he's going to do the damn thing every single time. And Nyla just ain't always that. She's clunky. I don't know, her damage modifier isn't as good as multi-striker. Like the warrior, it's like eh. You know, I think in a non-prismatic lobby she might be fine to play, but you have to assume people are going to hit the higher echelon, I don't even know if that's a word, of the comps in the game. So people are going to be hitting the 3 stars, the hit the level 10. I don't think a Nyla 2 is really going to be doing the thing, right? So we get another Kassadin for free, so now we're big chilling. You know, we already got the pair early. And I started using my team planner because I was going to play Nyla here, and I was like, alright, let me theory craft this. I'm going to change it around here in a second. Forgot about that, boys. You guys' time is precious too. Get it moving here. And as you can see, we're just going to be picking up like the multi-strikers or whatnot. And if you guys don't know, I used to have like a rule of thumb. I would never have 3 or more components on my bench. If you guys don't really know what you're going to play, don't feel the need to slam it. I just know Shyvana isn't going to be on my board forever if I'm playing this. Now, if you guys are wondering what the items to build, for Kassadin, you usually want to build Rageblade, Bloodthirster, and then probably like QSS, something like that. My experience on Akali, you really kind of want Edge of Night, like Deathblade and like Bloodthirster. Because she'll dash to the backline, have her GA pop, and then she's able to delete like 1 unit, which is usually hopefully their carry. And I'm just over here theory crafting a little bit on what I think I want my comp to be right now. One augment you guys really want to look out for when you're playing multi-strikers is the press the attack augment. It's really busted. I think you just always get top 4 if you end up hitting it and playing reroll. Super strong. And you guys are going to see this. I don't really want to roll my gold. I don't want to be buying... I think I do it here, but I don't always want to be buying the charms or whatever it is, unless it's a 0 cost or like 1 cost. Because every dollar that we're putting into something else, we're not putting into rerolling for our 3 stars, right? And so all we're going to do is just hit level 6 and start rolling for the Kassadin and the Akali. And since we have the Prismatic, we can greed for some of the 1 costs as well, right? One thing to note, if you guys have played in previous sets, the Nikos are super valuable. And you can get a lot of them through charms and stuff. At this point, we saw anger issues. We know Kassadin, one of his best items is Rageblade here. And it just busted. Pump up to 6 here to just start getting our free rerolls at 6. 3-2 is usually standard leveling for going level 6. Now, I was reading it here because now every item we make, guys, is going to be a Rageblade. So you might as well just stack your carry with them anyways, right? The only thing now we kind of need is like an Omnivamp augment. I don't know the augment's enough, but in the past you used to have Harm Assist or Farm Assist or whatever the hell it was. It would give you innate healing, and I don't think we get that through augments now. So I don't know really where you're going to get your healing from. We buy the charm here so we can get the ashes and the jaxes and whatnot. And you guys are going to see this. I'm not going to be greeting for Zilean 3. You guys are going to see me selling him and him coming back, so I'm juggling econ. You guys got to understand sometimes you got to let units go for them to come back later on because you're going to be struggling for bench space. And at this point, you either want to be grabbing a pair of whatever you're re-rolling off the carousel because every item's going to be Anger Issues, Rage Blades, or you're just going to want to be going for a high-cost unit to sell. Just like how everything else is color coordinated. If you didn't know, you grab a unit that's a purple on the bench, or on the carousel, you can sell it for 4 gold versus like a silver for 1 or 2 gold for like a 2 cost, right? And it's fine to just put the chain vest out there. We know once we place the item, it's gonna bounce. I'm probably gonna resell the Zilean here too. I don't know if I do or don't, but I should. You can see this Cassidon's putting in work, bro. And you just want to snag whatever charms here while you're rolling that's going to help enable you. Making the most out of these free shop refreshes. We ain't ever selling the Kalista though, because you never know if those are going to come back to you. And we're going to need that for the multi-striker. Some of the... You know you're going to get Zilean back. You don't know if you're going to be getting back the Kalista, because so many people play it. So you need at least one. The other thing is, before we get into neutrals where we get a ton of orbs, you're going to see here I'm going to sell the Zilean again. That way we have 2 bench spaces, so when we hit these white common orbs, if it spawns a Cassidon or, you know, an Ash. See, in this case it spawned a Cassidon, so we didn't want to miss out on it. Now we're kind of struggling over here, passing up on 1 cost because we want to keep the Kalista pair. I wasn't sure what the right decision to do here was. I wanted to hold off on slamming and making another 2 Rage Blades here, because if I'm able to get the Kalista out onto the board, I don't want to have to put these on like one of the other multi-strikers. And we're going to grab New Recruit here just for the Nico. And to be able to help us out with this bench space. As you can see, we're really starting to struggle now. And we Nico the Ash to just free up bench space. If you guys kept rolling here, I wouldn't blame you. I'm just old now. I'm not fast with it like you young bucks. You want to stack the Cassidon so he gains all the benefits of all the Ginsus, but after that you want to spread out the love a little bit so they all gain the armor and magic resist and the scaling attack speed, right? We should probably took the animated shop there. I passed up on the charm like a fool. Is what it is though. You know your boy's got to try to go for the thumbnail for you guys. Yet again, we're just looking for pairs here. And here was my philosophy at this point, is either you can choose, just tell you guys got to think, because you got 74 HP. You can either choose, we're going to roll for Shen 3, Hecarim 3. Is that our win con, or is our win con going level 8 and trying to roll for, you know, the Kalista 3 as well? As for positioning, I don't really know the best positioning for a Kali. I've seen a lot of guides where they put her on the front row on like the far right. That way when she dashes, she goes to like the back line, but I'm not really sure. I'd rather have the Shen get targeted first and blown up rather than my Akali. I do recommend you guys mute all when you guys play the game. As you can see in the top left, everybody's talking so much. Being very friendly. I don't know what's up with that, but being a little too friendly for me, it just distracts you from playing to the best of your ability, guys. It won't let you really think too much. So now we got 2 champion duplicators. So at this point, I know I can hit Kalista 3. There's no reason for me to chill in this lower tier. And the reason why we level up is so we can make the most out of our shop refreshes at this point. Now, one thing to know, guys, especially if you don't have the prismatic to reroll, even though I have 2 Nikos, it is so expensive, especially if you don't have a ton of gold. Like, if you're level 9 and you have a 30% chance for, like, 4 costs, it's not too bad, right? But if you're chilling, like, level 8 where you only have a 20% chance, you know, it's a lot of gold, especially to just keep rerolling. So what we're at, 2 Kalistas. We need 7 more. Then you have the Nikos. You have to also be able to buy them, right? So you need a lot of gold to be able to keep refreshing for it. I do think I could have went for the Shen and the Hecarim, but I thought Kalista 3 would be a bigger win con than trying to go for like max cab board, right? You could always argue to go level 9 and roll for Camille 3, but I don't think so. It's way too much gold, especially with us chilling at the lower intervals re-rolling. You also got to be careful about what charms you guys grab, because you just think, oh, the charm's only 2 gold. But then, you know, every combat you're rolling just basically all your interest down the drain. So you got to be really particular about whatever charms you buy later in the game. I think if you're like lower on HP, you should be trying to get a combat charm every single fight. But really depends on where you're at in the point of the game. We're ignoring Akali like the plague, or not Akali, Katarina like the plague. Doesn't matter to me at all if she's 2-starred or 1-starred. Another thing you guys got to note is there's a finite amount of units in the pool, especially the higher tiers you guys go up on. So I start scouting around at the other boards, and I'm like looking to see who's holding what. And then if nobody's holding these Kalistas here, then I can keep rolling for it. But here I decided to start sending it because people are going to scout the other boards, especially because you're in top 4 now, to determine what they need to hold and what they don't need to hold. And I figure here, if I just hit the Kalista, now I got the Kalista 3, I don't got to worry about nothing. But, as you guys can see, this person hit 10 portal. Does my positioning suck? Yes, but they got an egg cash out, they're level 10, they have 10 portal. Even though I hit Kalista 3, which I hope they nerf this, and I posted a video where I hit 10 portal as well, the value that portal produces is just way too much. Like, I think even if I had Rakan 3 here with Kalista 3, I still lose. Because it's spitting out like those like little golems with like 10k HP for one. I don't know if, like, clearly Camille 3 might win, but I don't know. I guarantee you there's some 5 cost 3 stars that would still lose the 10 portal, I'm pretty sure, because it just, you guys can just watch it. It just keeps spitting out stuff endlessly. So even if the whole board died, it would have a million Krugs and just all these bombs lobbing. Like, my board all died here in 1 second. Here I was thinking maybe I could donkey roll for something. Maybe pull a Recon 3 out of nowhere because so many 4 costs are out of the pool. Here, one thing I did learn is don't go for something with a random effect. You guys should really be looking for a combat augment. Look for the 12 gold dragon that you can spawn to help fight. Look for something else that would help you too. I tried to same side all my carries to maybe see if we could punch through to the back. Look, the guy's even griefing with his back line on the front line to see if they could go for a 3-star Zareth. It just doesn't matter. It's too much value. Anyways, hopefully you guys learned something and have a wonderful day. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Peace.